Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today we are checking out FateHub Core. I can't believe I haven't done a video on this. We've uploaded it since January. Sometimes I get busy and I forget to make videos on stuff. But today we are going to be checking out FateHub Core. It works on 1.7 through 1.13/14. I don't know if it's officially 1.14, but I know people have used it, so it should work fine. Some features is anti-break, anti-item move, anti-portal, anti-item drop, anti-damage, anti-chat, anti-hunger, and all of these other things before I die. Now, before we start, we have a Wiki page over here, which has your default config files and everything, so 99% of your questions that you may have could be answered by just looking at the defaults and commands and stuff over on our Wiki page. There's going to be more there by the time this video releases, but, that's where you can get most of your answers. Of course, if you don't get your questions answered there, you can go to our Discord server, and I would be happy to help you out there. Some dependencies. Vault's the only one. It's not required, but it gets the scoreboard prefixes and stuff. So if you want your rank on the scoreboard or anything, you need Vault. Some commands is the leave queue command. You can leave the queue. You can set the queue up, pause the queue, gadgets, hub core commands like hub core, reload, spawn, set spawn, all of that stuff. I'll show you the configs again. The defaults are on the wiki. You can come test this at test.bghdevelopment.com, and if you need support, just join our Discord server. So, let's log in and look what this looks like, and we can take a look at what this looks like when you first log in. So, when you log in, sorry about the world, it's generating since, I've never set this plugin up before on the server. So, if I get out of this ground down here, I was underwater, fun. You can see FateHub, 0 players online. The reason it says 0 players online is because it hasn't detected that we've set up anything in the configure file. So in order to get all these things working, you have to set it up in the configure file. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Now you see the tab. It says FateHub, everything, all the servers that are offline because we actually haven't set anything up. Now, your server selector will do the exact same thing. It will say nothing is currently online because, we haven't set anything up. You do have your gadgets work, teleport bow works, all that stuff, player visibility on and off works. All of that is great. So you have all this stuff in your inventory. You got your teleport to spawn. So our spawn's set down here, and we'll fix that in a moment. And then you have your gadgets here, where you can turn on your hearts, explosions, fireworks, flames. So if I get the firework... Well, first let me set the spawn. And then I'll do all that later. So let me show you after, because I don't know if it will appear because I'm on Badlion. It will not appear. Okay. Well, I'll show you later on about the gadgets, but... Let's open up our config file and take a look at what we do to change and get everything set up. So if we open up our config file, you can see there's a lot of config. It's a lot of config down here. So let's go through it. First, you got your spawn location. You set this in game. Don't worry about that. Your prefix. So this is in front of every single message in the plugin. So if you want to switch that. Queue speed in seconds. If you want that custom tab enabled. If you want the join message, which is this one right here. If you want that enabled, just type what you want here. Quit messages. If you want people to say quit. Allow the move of items, so if you want these items in your config to be able to be moved or dropped, you can enable that. The border, if you want a border within the hub, so if you want it within 100 and 100 of the spawn point, just enable that. Chat format, if you want the chat format set up. See, it's not the default Minecraft. Player visibility, which is this item right here. You can customize all the lore and everything of that. Same with turn off. Teleport bow, lobby speed if you want speed enabled. Player name color. The join item, so you got your watch or server selector. It's the material watch. So you can customize everything. You can also make it open custom commands. So you could do like, if you want the compass to open or send a message with another plugin, you can add that command there. Gadgets, what type of gadgets you want, if they're enabled, the command, action, etc. Spawn teleport, if you want the spawn teleport thing. If you want the items to move, break blocks, place blocks, item drop, explosions, item pickup, damage. So you can customize everything right here. You can even disable chat ease if you don't want it. Then here's where you can toggle ender butts and the launch pads. Double jump. So if I was out of creative, double jump, just like that. Then here's where your servers are. So you set this up via your Bungie cord config file. So you're going to get your address. You're going to get the Bungie name from your Bungie config.yml file. This is the one in the config, and the port. Once this is set up, it will become not a redstone block anymore, but actually, and same with up there, it will say online, how many people are online, and get your total player count. you need to set this up. This is the most important thing, because that's the main part of the plugin, is getting your server selectors and everything. Your compass inventory, if all the sides are filled, so if I open this, is this going to be filled? You can set all that right there. Items, same here. Bungee cord server name. You need to set this up. Without this, it's just going to display as offline. You can set up all the slots, how many you want. You can add as many as you want. What they are when they're offline, what they are when they're online. Down here, you got all the messages for the plugin, so you can customize every single message in the plugin down here. And then here's your scoreboard. You can customize the title, every line, with the queue, without the queue. Then you got your armor set up, so if you want, so your armor that you have on right here, it says because your default, you are an operator and your default rank is default, because we haven't installed Vault, you can give them a permission hub.op and they'll get custom armor. Same with staff. And now down here is your gadget inventory, all your gadgets, the effects that they are, all of that stuff. Pretty cool, right? So this one's a fireworks spark, this one's flame, so when you run you'll have flame behind you, quite easy to use. Now let's click out the tab.yml, which is your next file. This file allows you to customize the whole tab menu. So this is the tab menu up here that's open right now. So you can customize that whole thing. So let's take a quick look at the config for that. You got your left, so this is rank, UXE1, server IP. That will be the full left side of the full left. So the left side, each one is a column. So you have 4 columns. The left is what we just talked about. This is the middle, and this is the right. And this is far right. This is for 1.8 only. Far right's for 1.8 only. On 1.7, there will be no far right, but there will be 3, not 4. On 1.8, there's 4, not 3. So it just depends what version you are using Minecraft on. If you launch a 1.7, you'll see 3 of them. If you launch a 1.8, you'll see 4. Quite easy, you can customize all of them in the configure file. So now that we have set up our spawn, it's here. You can see we can't break any blocks. We're not allowed to break blocks. We're not allowed to place blocks. Everything works exactly fine. It does not require any database or anything to set up, which is a little different than our other plugins, but it is easier for beginners to get ready and use. But once you set up all that server info, which I'm not going to do in this video just because I don't have those set up on my computer, you would get the scoreboard with the player count and all of that set up as well. I think it's hubcore is the command to run. Yeah, it just says what version it is, purchase it on MC Market, all of that stuff. You can do / you can reload the configs from in-game as well with the commands and all of that useful stuff. So, if you have questions on how to use this plugin, please join us on Discord and we'll be happy to help you out. Thank you to the person who suggested making this video because I haven't made it. And I kind of wanted to get toward it at some point, and I'm finally on break for 1 day out of this weekend before I have to do homework, so I wanted to get as many videos recorded as possible in such short time. But I just wanted to say thank you to all for the support, and I can't wait to release the new updates next week. We released a Fate UXC update earlier this week, so go check that out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Noodles. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.